Hi everyone, this is Abrar. Welcome to Abrar Knowledge channel. Today's topic is very interesting topic. We're going to talk about from the mini tab. We're going to talk about two important things. One is called bubble plot. Another one is called condo plot. Are these two basically very useful when you have more variables like two and above, and you can play around, you can see the relationship, how each variable behave and all that. So both plots are wonderful plot, and you can definitely have a try, and it's going to be very useful. So please stay tuned till the end to get the full idea about bubble plot and condo plot. Let me start with bubble plot. So to do that, so go to graph and pick up bubble chart. You have it is best to examine the relationship. So you pick it up with simple you have and with group you have. Simple meaning like you have only x and y, and with group you can always choose group where you can play around and slice and dice with many variables as you can. So here y variable. So let me introduce my data set. So I have a data for Jan to December. This is for almost 3 years, 2018 to 2020 until September. And produce quantity I have, that is my variable number one. Variable number two is my external errors, that is customer complaint. Variable number three is my internal errors. Let's see that how we are going to paste these values to it, and how the plot is gonna come up. So y variable is my, let's say, let me go to one more time, go to start, go to bubble chart with group and go start. Y variable, let's say my external error, x my produced quantity, and bubbling size, let's say I wanted to bubble by internal errors, and category, so let's say category by years. Another category panel variables where you can break down the whole data set. Let's say month, because month I have 12 month, right? So you can also select month. You can either two ways you can do it. You can double click, the value will, for example, if I double click, the value will automatically stamp, or you can just click this one and select also as well. So the best way is double click, the automatically the variables will be pulled in. Yeah, so you can give a scale. Generally I ask for all grids, and then ticks, you can ask for all ticks, and reference line. Let's say y is my defective, right? So in the defective, let's say we're gonna talk about the minimum target is, let's say, 6. So data options you can give, we can also do I think all seems okay, give okay. So this is the beautiful graph, our plot it has come. So it has the grid, Jan, Feb, March and all that, and until this one, how much quantity produced, and how much the external errors happens, how much internal error happens. To have that, if you wanted to do add on the how much the target. So the 6 is my target, so all these target for external errors been also been added. So let's say you wanted to add the you wanted to change the title, you can just go and change the title. You can just double click it, let's say for 3 years, and so you can do that, and you can also add the data label also as well. Say you can right click it, you can just do data labels. This data labels, let's say you wanted to do it for internal errors, you can do, or external errors or years, you can do that. So let me, okay, so this is the data it has given. And let's say you wanted to make it not with too many variables, you're not interested to find something month. So you can just, what you can do, you can go to, always you can go to edit last dialog, or control E you can give, just have a give that. So let's say you are removing panel variables. So you can just keep that. Now it has come up nicely. How many errors? So this is your extra 6 errors. That is, let's say, your target, and let's say, and in that, how many produced quantity? You can see here there is no errors between happen with if the produced quantity is more than 1400 to 1800 and above. And you can also see the relationship with the external errors. You wanted to add the internal errors, you can go ahead and add it. Let's say, let me add, there are two things, like why directly, if you wanted to add this value here, you can add it, or if you wanted to add another internal errors also, you can do that. Give OK, and this is how it will come. So this is something about bubble chart. You can do a bubbling, you can play around with many variables. Let's say you wanted to determine the other factors. Let's say in produce quantity, you wanted to keep it in y-axis, and x-axis you wanted to have the external errors, and so on. You can also do that also as well. So like this, as per your requirement, you can place, you can slice and dice, and any variables if you wanted to keep, you can just do that. So now, if I say here, I have changed the target, right? So this target for external errors, right? Let's say we wanted to change it. It's very simple. Go to last edit, edit last dialog, and let's say go to data lab. I mean, go to labels. You can give a title here and go to scales. In the scales you have a reference line. I'm going to remove this reference line because the produced quantity is very much variable, so no target in it. So but okay, you can give OK. Now this target line has been reduced. So that target line, you wanted to have it for, let's say, x-axis. X-axis is my external errors. So you can just have a go to edit one, and then go to labels, reference line, and then in the x-axis, let's say 6. Give OK. This is, you have a double click it, so it has come. So the 6 is the target. So these are all the one which you're interested. Let's say you're interested to find this a bigger region. So it just, you can, what you can do is you can just click, you can go to painter. So select data point, just click it here, and then you wanted to interest, you wanted to figure out this one. It gives okay 18. So 2001 quantity being produced, 8 is the errors that produce in 2019 and all that. Let's say you wanted to find out this one, you can do that. So immediately it will come up with all these things. Let's say you wanted to find out this. So 32 row number, row reference is 32, quantity produces 1000, error is 15, year is 2020. Like this you can play around. So this is all about bubble chart. Let's do the same thing. We can also do condo chart also as well. Go to graph, go to condo plot, and then y. There are y variables. Let's start with the y variables. So let's say y variables, we have external errors and internal errors and produced quantity. And you can play around. We can just, these are all variables, right? All these three are variables. You can play around also as well, depend upon the business need. You can just play around. You can give a reference line. Let's do it later. Give OK. So, and then this is how this is the internal error, external error, how much quantity we produce, all these data set, everything it gives by coloring. This is very wonderful. Let's say you wanted to add little bit more information. Control E can give, let's say, variables you wanted to have produce quantity, and uh, and then external errors you wanted to find out. Okay, and then if you wanted to give like data or line spot, you can also give a line also as well. Let's say how it comes. This is the line it has drawn up. So that means anything which is produce quantity here is strong, I mean greater than 14 external errors we had. So this is the error we have. Similarly, if you wanted to interested to find out the exact data point, you can go to click here and then you can find it out that also as well. So let's say you can just keep playing around with the variables. Let's say you wanted to find the years and do that, you can do that. So anything like just like bubble chart, if you wanted to find out this one, you can definitely do that. Let me go to external errors and you have a scale, and let's say y is x is you have something target like 6, can give okay. And so it also has okay, this line is not visible here, but this also you can set the target also as well, and you can just monitor from there also as well. Okay, so I hope it was useful for you, and I will be making a little bit more videos on other thing like scatter diagram and so on. So please stay tuned for more information on Lean Six Sigma and various other things. Please do like, share, and subscribe my channel. Have a nice day.